Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are talking Alien Earth that is debuting today on Disney Plus, on Hulu, on FX. We're talking season one, episode one, titled Neverland. When a spaceship crash lands on Earth, a sister searches for her brother amidst an unexpected alien threat. We are getting into spoilers as if you've already seen the episode. Lamont, what did you think about the first episode?
Loved it. Loved it. I sent B. Avery a message after I saw. I was like, man, I can get with this. And y'all know what B. Avery did? Dude ghosts me, man. He ghosts me, which when he does that, I know he likes it. So B. Avery, it had everything you need for a great setup. It had a good cliffhanger. We got to see the aliens in the first episode. We got to see the parallel and the dynamics of the different type of individuals that are going to have to deal with these aliens. Loved it.
Yeah, man, it was pretty good. I liked it as well. You know, they already have some characters that I just can't stand, that I despise. You
Yeah.
know, I'm just like, oh, it's probably already obvious to you.
Yeah.
This guy right here. I am not
Morrow.
tomorrow. Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah, we're gonna have to get into him, man.
Mhm.
But I enjoyed it as well. It looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait to dive into these episodes. We're just talking about episode one right here, but episode two premieres tonight as well, and hopefully we can give you guys a recap too. Yeah. They dropping two episodes at once. Lamont, have you seen all the Alien movies?
No,
No.
I haven't. I've
Okay.
seen most of them, but I
Okay.
haven't. I even own the video games, B. Avery, but I haven't seen all the movies.
I understand. Same here. The only ones I have not seen is Aliens 3 that came out in 1992 and Alien Resurrection that
Okay.
came out in 1997. Here's all of them right here. We're on Alien Earth right here coming out in 2025. And as you look, the original Alien came. Oh, let me hit Control Z. I made a mistake there. The original Alien that came out in 1979 that took place in the year 2122. This is taking place 2 years prior to that, but on Earth.
Mm,
And so I was just wondering, like, how in the world? And I like Prometheus, Alien Covenant. I did not like.
okay.
We're right here, Alien Earth. Of course, I like Alien. I like Aliens, the sequel. This one right here that came out last year, Alien Romulus. I really did like that, but I haven't seen these last two. I bring all this up to say one thing. When I found out that they're placing this kind of in the middle at the beginning of the franchise, it's like, what is the continuity going to be like? Okay, is
Right.
it going to be seamless? Is it going to be jarring? And am I going to be like, what the hell is going on? And one thing I like about this first episode is they it looks like a mixture of both worlds, like the original Alien that came out in 79 or Aliens, a sequel, but also that new age aesthetic and set design and CGI from Prometheus or Alien Covenant or Alien Romulus. And so that's one of the first things that stood out to me when they were in the ship and showing all the mayhem, but then it zooms in on our solar system into Earth, into the atmosphere, and then goes into Neverland, where we meet, Prodigy and Cavalier and the whole gang, Wendy, and that whole
Mhm.
experiment. But one thing I wanted to talk about is a lot of things. One, how far are you willing to go? As I'm sorry, I didn't even realize I still had this up. As far as technology is concerned,
Mhm.
pushing the boundaries. What is too far, if any. We have three types of being. We got the human beings. We
Yep.
also have the cybernetics, and I'm cool with that. Those are just human beings. Look, you could be in war and hurt yourself in service. Your leg, your arm gets blown off. I'm not mad at you if you want to put on, get a prosthetic arm or leg so you can have full function. Nothing
Mhm.
wrong with that at all. I don't think most people, have an issue with that. But then you have these synths. These
Mhm.
are 100% artificial intelligence. Now,
Synthetics.
yes, I don't know, Lamont. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. It gives me the creeps. It gives me the EBGBs. We're gonna get your thoughts. Well, we also have this new technology with Wendy. think before it was Wendy, her name was Marcy. She's sick,
Yep.
as well as all these other children. And
Mhm.
she's dying. I don't know exactly what it. I think they mentioned what it was. I don't remember. You can help me out if you do. But she got a new body. She's basically a superwoman, man. She's the human mind, the human consciousness, but in a synthetic body.
Mhm.
Do you give the green light, the check mark to that? If the powers that be was like, Lamont, we got this technology, we're gonna put it on the assembly line. It's up to you, sir. What do you want to do? I'm curious, man. Where are you at on that, man? Because this is crazy.
Bro, if for everyone that watched it, they did a great way to display her capabilities after her consciousness was transformed into the synthoid body. They had her sitting on the ledge, and she just completely jumped off something that was higher than Mount Everest down to the beach side, not a scratch,
Yeah,
not a nothing, which tells me she might can jump from space and land on Earth and not have a problem.
that's a
B.
lot.
Avery, if they did it for me, I'm in the body. I'm in the body. I'm
Really,
done. This body that you see right here that can barely lift 500 pounds. Bye. Goodbye.
really. So you
I'm
you
becoming a
you want to, but
synthesoid.
you want to live. You will live forever though. Do you want
Nothing.
to live forever?
Be
Or you
Avery.
just gonna kill
Nothing is
yourself?
forever. Like you would live. Something can harm her. We ain't figured out what it is yet. But at the very least, you know that when our sun explodes, you're gonna die then. So I wouldn't say it's forever. It's just a very long time.
I got you. Let me go ahead and get a little issue, a little nitpick out the way that I did not like. And sometimes, our TVs and our TVs, our programming, our movies, television falls victim to this. Sometime the exposition in the opening scene, to where they're
Oh,
explaining what company they work for and the mission. You are already 805 million miles from Earth, 65-year
mhm.
mission, and you're just now having this conversation, bro. This is going to be day one orientation. You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
bro, maybe this was small talk because they just got out of cryo, and some of the things that they were doing, I thought was spot on. Like some of people's bad habits. Like when you go to jail, the first thing you want to do is go have sex or drink a beer or smoke a cigarette.
Mhm.
Damn near if that whole
He had
entire
it in
fleet got up out of the damn cryo and went smoking cigarettes, I'm like, this is
him.
what they choose. And then you had Mr. Tang
Yeah,
over there rubbing windows and rubbing one of his body parts and stuff. Like,
right,
whoa, Mr. Tang,
right, right,
calm
right,
down,
right.
bro.
Chill out, chill. Yeah, 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 yeah. That bothered me. Because that's just like, what they're trying to do is explain it to us, but that's just not a good way of doing that. If you're gonna just do that, you have to have a new character there, and explain it to them, and then we're the fly on the wall. Interstellar had that issue too, when right before they went into the wormhole.
Oh,
The
yeah.
guy was explaining to
Mhm.
him what the sphere,
Yeah.
what a sphere was. I'm like, you're going to already talk about this. Now in Prometheus, they didn't have that issue because they were still on Earth when they was talking about all the
Mhm.
cave paintings. That made sense. It's at the you're still on Earth, so like, hey, this is what we got. Here are our notes. Here's our research, our data. Do you want to go, yeah or nay? But that bothered me.
Now,
Um,
B,
what's up?
just to interject right in the spot you're at, don't you feel like they might have done that for people who have never seen aliens, don't understand the
Of
lure,
course.
and for them to just set up that we have all these different species of living organisms from synthoids to cyborgs to humans. They even talked about the rich prick that is their version of Mark Zuckerberg. You don't think we kind of need that part of the exposition?
Well, yes, I do. And yes, they are doing that for people that may not be familiar with the franchise.
Mhm.
But I think there is a better way that you can, get your point across. You have to
Okay.
appeal to all audiences. I mean, I understood what they was doing, but it's just not a realistic conversation. You have to have some other device in your writing to make it make a little bit more sense. It didn't ruin the episode for me, but I was just sitting here watching it, just like this is a conversation that y'all already would have had. But
Right.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and that was slow for me too. And I feel like if you are a new watcher, you had to fight through that part. You did. I do feel like you had to fight through that part.
Is this a mission you could have went on yourself?
Oh, hell no.
No.
No, no, no. Not unless I'm a synthoid. Now, if I'm one of them, send me on any mission.
You come back, you can retire. You don't got to pay taxes. You're good.
No, no,
You don't got to ever work again.
no. No.
Your kid, baby L and Ellis, the college tuition is taken care of. Debt free, no taxes.
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no. As much as look, I'm wearing a shirt to show how much I love space. Okay. What nerd wears a space shirt that shows exactly where Earth is at? Me. And I still wouldn't have got on that ship.
I feel you. I feel you, man. Also, man, do you think this is possible as far as like who own, they said they have 4 companies, then 5. We got the ship that the aliens are on, Weyland-Yutani. They've been there from the very, very beginning.
Right.
We even saw him in Prometheus and some other titles as well. He is over North America, South America, and I think Saturn and Mars. And Prodigy, new guy, baby Cavalier, boy Cavalier, youngest trillionaire. He owns the moon and some other continents. That's crazy right there, man. People owning planets, it seems unethical, but this is 100, 200 years into the future. It's not too far-fetched, I guess, but it is a little startling to me. I don't know, man. What do you feel? You can either address that. Also, I kind of want to know, man, how you think the ship crashed? At the very beginning, they said that the comms were down. They were also trying to figure out, hey, should we get rid of some of these specimens? Mara was like, no, species over everything. What do you think happened? Do you think just they said they also threw glitch out there? And do you think Morrow sabotaged the ship? Or the whole trillionaire owning planets and stuff? Like, what are you more passionate about as far as that's concerned?
All of it. First of all, in real life, there is a world treaty that no one can own a planet. Everybody gets parts of it. Everybody is allowed to explore it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a world treaty that no one can own it. You can have parts of it. You can explore parts, but whatever parts and what may have you exploring, you got to let other nations know so they know that this is the territory you're exploring in real life. I did like the fact that we've got a trillionaire. Of course, I would have loved for it to be a brother or a sister, but in all honesty, this is a geek. He reminds me of some of the nerd geeks we currently have. And it's interesting concept to say somebody's so rich they can own a planet or a moon. Now, having said that, what's more interesting is Morrow. Who is he working for? Because he sabotaged this whole thing. He had this thing set up, goes into a room, he knows the alien is out, locks the door, gets into a little bunker for protection, steers the ship to a crash, bumps into a satellite, takes it out, miraculously comes to Earth. My only gripe about them coming to Earth and crashing the ship, B. Avery, we should have seen a ball of fire. That ship would have been moving significantly faster as far as space it came from, and it would have been in a ball of fire. That's the only gripe I wish they would have changed, but I mean, nothing is perfect. But Morrow is up to something. He's working for someone who wants these specimens on Earth, and it might be to take down the trillionaire.
Yeah, that's interesting because they work for Weyland-Yutani. Even when he came to on the spaceship, and he came out the containment, breathing all heavy. He went over, hey mother, log the, I can't remember exactly what he said, but the species seem vulnerable or something. Call HQ. The ship has been breached. And when the men came, he was like, yeah, we're Prodigy search and rescue. Then he said, where's Cavalier? Well, he should know that Cavalier is over Prodigy. So why is he asking for Cavalier when he worked for Weyland?
Because he's working for someone within the system. He's not really working for Weyland. This dude is basically a Black Widow for someone else who's trying to take down Cavalier or wants to own something Cavalier has. keep your eye on Murrow. He is a snake.
Yeah, he has a snake, man. I didn't like him at all. You know, I want him to feel pain and suffer, but he's a cyborg,
Right. Right.
so he really can't. You know, and on top of that is, well, I kind of want to say that for the end because that's because I don't want to say I have it's a gripe, but I just have a concern
Right.
with where the episode ended as far as how are we really going to have some stakes, you know, if these are the people that's going in. But I'll reserve that right there. But earlier, Lamont, you said that you would go ahead and have the surgery. You would have the procedure done of having your body, having your consciousness, leave your flesh and bone and go into a synthetic body. One thing I can say about this episode is the direction. I loved it by Noah Haley. The whole sequence of showing all of the children go from the human body to the synthetic as the camera was panning up and down in like one shot, one take. I like that. That was a very, very nice sequence. And you also had the Neverland. The island was called Neverland. They kept showing Peter Pan and the Lost Boys up on the monitor. Did you notice that? Did that happen
Yeah, I caught that.
or anything? Like, did that
Yeah.
mean anything for you?
Um, I think they're just trying to show a parallel of someone who's able to help others, and particularly young kids, and changing it to something else. I'm sure we'll get more detail about that as the series goes, but it definitely has some meaning. I mean, they called it Never Neverland for a reason. You see Peter Pan, and we didn't see any jars of peanut butter, so it does have a deeper meaning.
Already. Now I just mentioned the director, Mr. Noah. Is that his name? Yeah, Noah Haley or Noah Hawley. I'm not too familiar with his work. He did Fargo, the TV series. I know I saw the movie. Lucky in the Sky. Are you familiar with his work?
I saw some of Fargo, the TV series. It was pretty funny. It was okay. I liked it.
Okay. If you're a fan of his work, guys, here's his filmography. Let us know down in the comment section below. We would really appreciate it. But how do you feel about Mr. Oliphant, Mr. Timothy Oliphant right here? I like him as an actor. Anytime I see him pop up, I'm like, oh, it's Mr. Oliphant. His name is Kirsch in this series. Had some dialogue early on about the scorpion.
Yeah.
Wendy did not like the scorpion. She didn't want him to kill it, but I liked his bird's eye view on things. It's like, what if what if somebody wants to protect the scorpion because we're attacking above and like we're in the glass. I'm doing a horrible job of paraphrasing right here, but I know you know what I'm talking about. But what did you think about his character, if anything at all?
I thought his character added weirdness to this story. From the hair to all the quoted dialogue he gave at the very end, he gave something about how everything used to be food, and at some point in time, humans are going to be food, and something's going to eat us up. He had some good like one-liners throughout this series, and I don't know what to expect from him. I get this feel that he could be conniving, but I also get the feel that he could be someone who could be hope for the future. I just don't know which way he's going yet. All I know is he loves Wendy for now, and I wonder how long would that go? Because you got to think, B. Avery, when Wendy and her team went to that crashed ship, it was basically like you're sending a bunch of Terminators in there, and he's going to be the coach of what they're going to be doing at that ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what do you and here's a better image right here. And let me just go ahead and stand right here.
Okay.
Lamont, I was gonna say, like, can we really have stakes? Because these are a bunch of superheroes or super team. Now that may make for some good action.
Yeah.
But at the same time, will it be a contest? They should be able to rip these aliens apart. Or am I looking at this completely the wrong way?
We don't know that. That's the thing. As Batman has taught me and you for years, everything has a weakness. And I can guarantee you, Cavalier, at the very least, put some kind of fail safe into these synthoids that if they decide to buck up against him and society, that he can instantly take them down somehow. That's got to be in there. So we don't know what their weakness is. And for all we know, the aliens could possess the acid that burns them up, or at the very least melts down their leg or something so they can't chase them. So I think we're setting up for a predator versus alien situation. And I think that we could have big stakes. One small stake is that she wants to save her brother. And the other stake is we don't know what honestly hurts these organisms.
Yeah, we don't, man. We don't. And she spotted her brother. And let me ask you this: do you even like Wendy? You know, she was mean to the assistant. You know, he was trying to get the experiment started, and she was like, "You can go around." She's not really. I mean, she lost. She was nice when she was Marcy before she made the transition, but now she's very, very awkward. She's, you know, they're talking about emotions and levels and this and that. Um, she doesn't have a decent sense of humanity left to me, but
I
I could be wrong. What do you think?
No, I think her humanity is with those who are disabled. When she basically told dude to get out of the way, she was doing that because she wanted to make the children feel at ease. She connects with the children who are going through what she went through. And ultimately, that's probably going to be the emotional sticking point that they're going to keep building with her, is that people who are in a lesser situation than her, she wants to help them at all costs.
You are knocking this out of the park, sir. Okay, I give you that. So you do like her?
I didn't say that. Like that's one aspect that I like about her, but in totality, the jury's still out with her.
Do you have a favorite character at this moment? Anybody you rooting for, or anybody you want to just die? I mean, I know how we feel about Captain Coon Man here.
Yeah.
But anybody, anybody you're rooting for?
I mean, the most people I'm intrigued by, I'm not saying I'm per se rooting. I'm very intrigued by Murrow, and I'm very intrigued by Wendy, and I wonder what this situation is going to be.
Yeah. We also have the ragtag group right here with Joe, like the baseball player. As far as Wendy's brother is concerned, he thinks that she is dead, and she is going to the rescue right now. I wonder what his reaction is going to be when she shows up. Is he going to be like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing! I'm so glad to see you save you. You've been working out. You saved my life." Or you're going to be like, "What is this?" You know, is he going to be afraid? Is he going to reject her? You know, is he going to attack her by mistake, thinking that she has nefarious, will behind her? I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing stuff out there. Right. But yeah, what do you think that's going to be like between Joe and the rest of the season, and/or Wendy and the rest of the group here? Like, what do you think about them?
It's going to be very awkward. When he sees Wendy and realizes what she can do now, he's probably not going to be feeling it the same way you was feeling asking me how I would do it. He's probably going to have those same questions, and it's probably going to have to be some bigger chaos that brings them together and starts showing more of a brotherly, sisterly love between each other. I would say, what more would do that than an alien and other specimens that's on this ship that is crawling into people's shirts and their hats and jumping in their ears and popping out of their eyes? Something's going to have to bring them together. It's not going to be love at first sight. No way.
Yeah. Yeah, and man, I love the way this looks. We've gotten nothing but alien movies in space or on distant planets with Prometheus and I think Alien Covenant, but this is on Earth, a territory that we are familiar with. And I just gotta say, man, when they were on the roof, working out, doing their thing, getting their exercise in, or just seeing Cavalier in the office just kicking back, it was just nice to see that.
Yeah.
But then when the spaceship came in and crashed, just like those effects showing them walking on the ground with debris just falling. First of all, like the type of mindset you have to like endure that. I mean, like they were just walking, go over here. I need two people over here. And then like a big boulder came and fell right on like top of two people. And they just kept moving. Like we have to keep moving. They didn't budge. They didn't flinch at all. I'm like, what the hell? And then you look up on the top left of the screen, and then you still have like the rockets or boosters or whatever shooting out the back of the ship. I don't know. Just that alone right there was a lot for me. I'm just like, man, you know, where have the lengths that we've gone as far as technology and stuff that we can watch at home, you know, has really elevated over years. I just really enjoyed it, and it was in daytime too. Most of these movies or shows are at night, so
Right.
I really did. I really did enjoy that, man. But what did you think about the alien that got the guys in the neck, man, when they was tied up by Morrow, his evil behind?
Bro, I was just like, man, y'all got some stuff on your hands. You're gonna have multiple creatures deal with because we don't even know what these things are going to wind up turning into.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to deal with them. You're going to have to deal with the traditional alien we're used to seeing. And right now, a rescue team and the synthoids are coming in with all these aliens on this ship that they don't know about yet. Man, it's going to be good.
Yeah, man. It is going to be good. And what I like about it also is it seems like they're going to be different sets of protagonists and different
Right.
sets of antagonists too. We're not just going to be following one group. We're going to be following like, you know, 4, 5, 6, and that's cool. You know, some people are going to be having beef and throughout the whole series. I bet some they're going to have to team up and, you know, go in and go out and all that. I'm really enjoying it, man. But I just Morrow, man, what is he up to? At this time, we've only seen episode 1, and so you know, I think it's 7 o'clock Central. I'm gonna just dive right into episode 2 immediately, because I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. I think this guy's gonna die.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I just don't. I mean, they just set him up. You
100%.
know, do you? How do you feel about Cavalier though? Like, you know, he's rich. He's a trillionaire. Wendy is an experiment to him.
Hmm.
You know, okay, hey, let's go test this out. How do you feel about him?
Greed is going to be his Achilles heels. He didn't get this rich without doing some dastardly deeds. There's going to be something dastardly that he wants to do with these synthoids. And like I said, don't be surprised if he has some kind of fail safe switch to shut them down and it doesn't work with all of them. And he likely is to die when we figure out what his evil, greedy intentions will be.
Yes, yes, we're gonna figure out what's going on with Mr. Cavalier. You know, and that was at the very beginning of the episode. I
Mhm.
got Mr. Rashidi right here. Wendy, they have some nice images. I just want to go through
Oh,
all these
yeah.
real quick. You know, that sister right there. Hopefully, she makes it to the end. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She's a
I
regular.
believe she will.
You think she will?
Oh, yeah, she will.
Okay, we got a brother right here, and what's more of Cavalier Kirsch. All right, that's the remember him from the beginning. She was cool, and his punk butt. He dies a slow and painful death
Hmm.
because
Rip the skin off of him so he turned white.
yeah, yeah, and then kill him and bring him back and do it all over again. You know,
Hmm.
that would make me happy. You have any closing thoughts, man, or anything that I didn't go over that you want to get off your chest?
I
Anything?
think Sylvia is going to die, kind of like the mother figure to Wendy. I think she's going to kick the bucket, and I think that she's going to get into some kind of tussle with Cavalier. And overall, I'm just
You
ready
saying
to see
her? You
where.
saying her? You think she gonna?
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. She and I don't think she's going to die by an alien. I think she's going to die getting into a beef with Cavalier because you can kind of tell there's a part of her, the scientist part, that wants some ethic rules involved. He doesn't want that, and sooner or later he might try to take her out. And final thought is people watch it. It's good, but more importantly, come watch me and B. Avery give these reviews because we break it down to the ground and raise it back up so that you can understand it.
Yes, yes, yes. There you go. I love it. I mean, there's nothing else I can say after a wonderful ending like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we want to thank you so much for tuning in to our recap review of Alien Earth Season 1, Episode 1, titled Neverland. Hopefully, we will be back. What's the title for Episode 2? Real quick, let's go ahead and see since it's Mr. October.
Oh,
Tensions rise between rival corporations. A reunion takes place, and a secret is revealed. I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait to get into it. You can subscribe to Lamont's channel right here. Links in the description. And of course, you can subscribe to my channel, whatever uh, channel you're watching this on, and check out all my reviews and his as well, and videos. But guys, we will see you next time. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont. And that's just our opinion. Peace out. And we'll see you next time.